Voyage Kingdom Cage Show on YouTube. And market updates. Okay, market update, just the general market before we get into specific NFTs. If we have a look, the stock market today was absolute banger. We saw about a 2% increase in the NASDAQ, S&P 500. Week on week, it's actually pretty much where it was last week this time, but there was a pullback on Thursday after Jerome Powell raised 25 basis points. It was largely expected, but his comments afterwards were quite hawkish. And, not really that dovish, although he did mention that they may be getting close to where, they can stop. But overall, his comments were quite hawkish. The market didn't respond as volatile. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if there's a word that
as violently is probably the better word, but volatile. Damn. I don't know. That's a doozy.
As volatility as we would have expected, and as we've seen in the past. It typically, stayed where it was, sort of went down, sort of went up, ended the day about half a point down. But there has been a recovery today. Week on week, we are pretty much where we were. Apple up 5% today. Nvidia up 5% today, well now 4%. So tech really looking good. Healthcare on average up 0.5%. Finance even, which is really risky at the moment with all the banks going under, looking really good. JP Morgan up 2%, got Berkshire Hathaway 1.3%. But all green on the banking, but banking's really been hit quite hard. So there's just a slight recovery over there. Healthcare looks like it's looking good. Consumer durables, including Tesla, up 5% today. Energy up 3% to 2.9%. So really great day today on the markets. If we have a look at crypto, we're looking at Bitcoin. Even though it still feels like pretty, I don't know, everyone seems a bit down on it. It's looking pretty good. I mean, 29,475. Yes, it hit 31,000 about a week and a bit ago, but it's been holding strong. I mean, this is a good price for Bitcoin. Ethereum, 1,984. Last week, it was 1,850. And I said it looked appetizing. I got a little bit of backlash for that. But yeah, if you had done that and sold now, you've done pretty well. We got Solana sitting at $23. If we have a look here at the general Ethereum tokens, we've got Ape at $3.70. So it's pulled back a bit. We've got, what else we got here? Sand at 50 cents. So generally speaking, we're seeing that the crypto is holding very steady. My favorite chart, like my bubbles. My new favorite chart. This is the daily chart.
Bro,
so the last 24 hours, Pepe coin has doubled in the last 24 hours. It is now over $1 billion market capital, which is absolutely crazy. And if you think that's crazy, if you go to the week, it is up 1,100% on the week. So if on the show last week, you had put $1,000 into Pepe coin, you would now have 10,000 or 100,000, Cade?
What's the math? I can pull up my calculator.
Well, $100 up 1,000, so I think you would have.
It's 100,000.
$100,000 if you put. Gee whiz, if you put $1,000 in.
That's so
crazy. Who would have thought it would have kept going up? I mean, it's just almost impossible to judge this stuff. But you can look here, the last 24 hours, it's had $2 billion in volume. Market cap sitting at 1.3 billion. It's currently ranked the number 42 coin. I mean, it's definitely a meme coin. There's no doubt. Top was
on a bigger one.
Yeah.
You want to zoom in on the chart?
I can try zoom in more here. Let's have a look.
Or maybe type it out on like oh, there we go. Wow.
We can do it, and I can also maybe even make it bigger. But you can see the top was about, I'll leave the zeros out, but lots of zeros and then 4. And now we're sitting at lots of zeros and then 3. So it's down about 20% from its absolute high.
Off there, right there, though.
But this is just a week, bro.
Yeah. No, that's some crazy shit.
I mean, if you look at the day, that's today alone. So yeah, man, this coin's gone mad. I think it's definitely interesting, and I think it's good for the market. In the end of the day, let people make money. It's always great. Let people have a good experience with crypto. I mean, in the end of the day, we're not major crypto traders, but crypto traders are pretty much like NFT traders in the way that we're all just gamblers. I mean, let's
Yeah.
call a spade a spade. And if you've got, there's 100,000 holders, individual holders of Pepe. And so you're saying like almost all of them have made money. There's very few. I mean, unless you bought that 1 hour of the top. So let's say 90,000 people have made money in the last week, a lot of money. And they're going to put that money, give some of it back to the house for sure. They're going to put that money into other coins. People are speculating what is the next one that's going to be this. It's just incredibly, I don't know, interesting to watch for me because there's these shit coins come up all the time. Obviously, Pepe is always a meme, and it was always going to have a bit of traction, but no one could have anticipated this sort of volume. It's absolutely insane.
Because this almost feels like a small scaled down version. Well, I don't even know if it's scaled down, but like of Moonbirds. Every single time I looked at it, I was like, "This is the top," and then I was like, "All right, this has got to be the top," and then I'm like, "All right,
Yeah.
this is definitely got to be the top," and then I'm like, "All right, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore."
Yeah, man. It's like, I mean, just a bit of background. So it launched in mid-April. There was a 420 trillion supply. Obviously 420 because of the meme, the best time to smoke weed, apparently, allegedly. And then it became the face of crypto. I mean, it is the biggest meme coin of 2023 by far. With obviously, no Shibu, we know Doge, but yeah, I mean, this has just taken us by storm. And I think so many people were sitting on the sidelines and thinking to themselves, "This is so boring." And just waiting for something to just, even if they thought it was going to zero, just to feel alive again. And a lot of people put 100, 200, $300 in this. And again, if you had done that, you would have been sitting on a small fortune at the moment. So yeah, I mean, I don't think there's many people that would have said this was going past a $1 billion valuation. They clearly say that there's absolutely no utility to this whatsoever. Also, that the team minted 7% or 8% themselves, and there's a whole, they say it all out there that there's nothing to this at all. You'll get nothing in return, and here we're sitting with a $1.3 billion valuation currently.
It's fucking nonsense too, because like within that little world of Pepe, there's been some true degeneracy we've seen, and people really think that we'll just never have that kind of stuff again. They're like, nope, because of this bear market, we'll never see crazy crypto prices and stuff like that. I'm like, y'all are dumb, bro. The second people smell blood in the streets, they go hard. Like they don't give a fuck, dude. The second the sentiment flips bullish, we turn into savages. And like I don't know what to tell people. Like when that energy's back for real, it's gonna be crazy, bro. That's why we're still out here streaming. Just because it's gonna come back at some point. That's pretty fucking crazy though, hearing that Pepe story in the middle of this kind of market for no reason. We had NFTs take off a little bit for a few weeks there. Like I don't even know exactly when that was, probably over a month ago. And then they dropped off and everyone's like, well, I guess we're gonna be bored for a little while. And then Pepe just came out of fucking nowhere, bro. It's like
Yeah.
crypto is like that. It's like every single time we think we're gonna take a massive L, something comes out of the woods and saves us, bro.
For sure. So I mean, yeah, I mean, the interesting thing is it's got a lot of traction now. Binance has listed it. CZ also went on and said when they listed it that meme coins are high risk. So sort of a disclaimer there, and that you can expect a lot of volatility. And as it was listed, he has his tweets over here. Meme coins and all crypto are high risk. Remember, no one is forcing you to buy them. Do your own research and be responsible. They've also got Flocky over here, which was listed and also up on the week. So I don't really know much about Flocky, but there's another one. So yeah, man, I mean, in the end of the day, crypto.com has also launched it with futures. So yeah, came out of nowhere and is absolutely flying. Obviously, this show is never financial advice, like we said in the beginning. I wouldn't touch any of this with a 10-foot pole. I wish I had. And maybe it goes another 10x from here. Who freaking knows? But it's risky.
That
It's a
was
risky
tough. At this point though, like we